time is winding down, but I do still have a few more questions that I'd like to get out. One of the biggest being, having shared all this information about Savior's Day, what is your hope for the future of Savior's Day?
I would like that we can get back to the spirit of celebrating like we did as one community. And I'm going to say this is going to be specific to the descendants of the freed slaves. Because I actually believe that if it was not for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they would not have given Martin Luther King the recognition that they did.
Why do you say that?
Because to be an independent people. Martin Luther King was teaching us to be civil. I'm going to say he wanted to get civil rights as opposed to independent rights.
Right.
Human rights. If you have human rights, represent everything that is for civil rights, you only have that which is allowable to you by laws that's on the books.
That's right.
That's put on, that actually was placed there by the children of your former enslavers.
That's true. And if you take it a step further, you think about it, that, like you said, those are legislated rights. And then the terrible thing about that, and the reason why we should follow the Lord, is because those are subject to change. And
right.
We see that happening all of the time. So let me ask you this. What are you, as a leader in the community, as a teacher, and things of that nature, what are you prepared to do? Is there a movement coming from Safir Ra?
Well, I think, I don't know if I would call it a movement, but I will say that I would like to highlight what I committed myself to when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad passed. And that is to help my people to become acquainted with the knowledge of their own self. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us a lot of things as a social reformer, but he would echo the words, my people suffer from a lack of knowledge of their own self.
Right.
And their own self is one who submits to the will of God.
Amen.
He would use the term righteous Muslim, but Muslim means one who submits to the will of God. Now, I have studied that concept for the last 50 years, and I've come to know that the knowledge of self is not the knowledge of your biology. It's not the knowledge of your skin color. It's not the knowledge of your intellect. It's not the knowledge of your feelings. It's the knowledge of your human potential of what the Creator is going to judge on the day of judgment. Let me say that again. The knowledge of self is the knowledge of your human potential of what the death angel is going to take out of this body and take it to the Creator to judge. And if you want to prepare that human potential to be having a favorable judgment, and in order to get that judgment, you want to restore the lost qualities
Right.
that was lost when it was in paradise from the beginning. That is the qualities of obedience to the Creator and the qualities of conscious faith.
Yes, sir.
Why do I say conscious faith? Because if you're unconscious, you can slip. There's one more point that I want to highlight,
Sure, certainly.
and that is reject the influence of the devil.
Right.
Because when Adam was in paradise, that's what caused him to lose his faith.
Right.
That's what caused him to become disobedient, the suggestions of the devil. So if you are consciously applying your faith to restore the lost qualities of your human potential, you will reject the influence of Satan every day.
Amen.
I'm going to say not every day, every thought.
Amen.
Every thought you think, Satan has the ability to influence it.
Right.
But only your faith in the Creator will purify it.
Amen.
That is what I consider is my mission. Is that knowledge of self needs to be known by everyone, black, white, gay, whatever
Right.
you consider yourself.
Right.
Align yourself with the design of the Creator and develop your human potential. You know, I just went to my niece's funeral 2 days ago. And I reminded the people who were in the audience that we should not look at the body as though it is dead.
Right.
Because it was never about the piece of earth that occupied the real human. Before we were assigned to a body,
Right.
we actually was about the business of developing our body in the womb of our mothers. It was the human potential that was placed in that womb. We call it a soul.
Right.
But when that soul was placed in the womb, it was developing eyes, a lung, legs, feet, hands, ears, but didn't need it to exist in that dimension.
Right.
So why did it develop all of that? Because it was preparing itself for the next dimension that it was going to live in.
Right.
So it died as that kind of a life. It was in the womb of its mother. It was an embryo,
Right.
but it didn't use any of the things it developed, because when it was born, umbilical cord was cut. It died as that type of a life,
Right.
and it was born in the womb of Mother Earth.
Amen.
And then it had a new umbilical cord. It fed from Mother Earth. The umbilical cord was air, water, and food. The process began again.
Right.
We have to develop our organs for the next life.
Right.
When we was in the womb of our mother, we developed a lung. Once we died as that kind of life, we used the lung.
Right.
We developed eyes when we were born. In this life, we use the eyes. We use the ears. We use the senses. We use the legs. We use the arm. Everything we developed in the last dimension was really preparing us for the next dimension.
Right.
Well, the same process is that
Right.
we're now in the dimension of Mother Earth, and we're going to leave or die. The only thing that's going to cease is our biology.
Right.
Our human potential, which we are restoring, has to prepare itself for the next dimension. The preparation is the restoration of faith and obedience to God.
Hallelujah.
If you want to exist in the next dimension as a whole human, if you don't want to be handicapped,
Right.
then develop yourself properly by restoring those lowest qualities.
Amen.
That's the knowledge of self.
That's the knowledge of self. I quite agree. I always love to have these conversations with you because I sit here again as a Christian, but I totally can relate to everything you're saying. And so I think these are wonderful conversations, and I think they are much needed and necessary, because when you have an interfaith exchange, you have people of different faiths, but there's a coming together, and there's a dialogue and an exchange, and we may use different terminology, but really we're saying the same things.
Right.
And so it's always awesome to hear you as a teacher, as a father, as a mentor, and as a friend. And I'm happy to have been able to sit in with you on this panel of sorts and to share all the things that I've learned with all of the people who are watching. So that is our time. Actually, we've extended beyond an hour.
Oh.
We can't tell because we're having so much fun that we don't even recognize that we've been going that long. But still, we're going to respect everyone's time. So the last thing I'd like to ask you is to turn to the camera and tell folks who are watching if how to reach you if they need to reach you, or
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to help me out with that.
of course, well, I don't mind saying, I think I said it in the previous broadcast that I have inherited, and I'm quite happy to execute responsibility as administrator of the Ministry of Hajj. And I'm happy to sit in this forum again because I may have some who are Christians who question my Christianity because I'm working with you. So these conversations help
Understand.
and the understanding. But at any rate, I am the administrator. So if you would like to reach out to Mr. Rob, if you have questions, or if you'd like to have him come out and speak at an engagement, you may contact me directly. My name is Sherry Bailey. I'm at 410-807-0198, or you may email me at godsquadmanagement@gmail.com, and that's capital GOD SQUAD, M as in Mary, G as in girl, M as in Mary, and T as in Tom, at gmail.com. And yes, I just was reminded by the missus to ask you all if you would share this. Like it, we love the thumbs up, but we love sharing even more because it is incumbent upon us to get the message out so that our people are empowered. Because as Mr. Rob said, and I'm going to reiterate, our people perish for lack of knowledge. So it is incumbent upon us to share this knowledge so that those who didn't have the opportunity to see it live can hear it for themselves, and then they in turn can share it. So we encourage you to share it. I want to say thank you all for tuning in, for sharing a moment of your time with us. We pray that you walk away better than when you came. Be good, and God bless.
Thank you.